Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast. We are having a sales software review today with Daniel Shnaider from AnyBiz.io. I mean, this is a platform I was really excited to see when I came across it. I'm always happy to talk to an AI founder, especially in today's day and age. Daniel, we'll start with AnyBiz. What is AnyBiz? Where'd you come up with the idea? Tell us more about this. I'm interested.
Thank you so much for having me here. So AnyBiz is an AI sales agent. It's not a tool. It's an agent. It's an AI agent
Wow.
that generates leads for you. So it's not another tool that helps you to write an email or another tool that do some stuff, but it's an agent. It's like a real personality that generates leads for you and or for your company. And how we came up with the idea. So we started our own business, and we wanted to generate leads with cold outreaching, was on email and LinkedIn. And we saw that we need to have a lot of knowledge. We need to know what to write, how to send, what sequence, verify emails, to where to get the data, the warm up of emails, a lot of things. And just to be a good SDR or a good lead generation or a sales agent, you need to have a lot of knowledge. And then we came up with why don't we just generate a personality that will do everything.
That's fantastic. So this when you're talking about an agent, because there's been a lot of stuff that's come out since ChatGPT. So you're talking like the auto GPT style agent, or are we talking like, some new like custom bot that you built? So it's like, is that like what's power in this or?
So yeah, a lot of tools you see out there, but they most of them, yeah, built on the algorithms of ChatGPT. Okay,
Mhm.
not that we are not using it, but we also use the ChatGPT. What we built, an AI that we actually developed. Me and my co-founder, we spent more than 10 years in the university, and we also developed the AI 6-7 years ago. I can tell it about it. Not in this hype 6-7 years ago. The AI also was relevant, not only just now, and the AI that we developed actually, that right now with AnyBiz, each prospect in the world will have its own sequence. So it's not just helping you to write the message and etc. But imagine each prospect in the world will have its own sequence that never ends. It builds a relationship with the prospect. It can go a little bit more to LinkedIn, a little bit to email, etc. But you don't, as a user, you don't need to tell the agent what to do. He knows better than any SDR because he learns every day from different activities, previous activities, what should be the next step to make sure that the lead will come to a demo or something like that. So it's not based on ChatGPT. It's our own algorithms that we develop, and we researched to make sure that we convert from someone to a demo.
Okay. So I mean, it's this tool sounds like it replaces an SDR. So is that like the problem that your product is fixing? Like are you trying to replace the SDR?
I I would not say we are replacing the SDRs. This is our vision to replace the SDR. So, but generally speaking, yes, I would say yes. Not the SDR, but the knowledge, and the knowledge the SDR should have to be super successful. Okay, so a good SDR should know a lot of things, as I said: deliverability, automation, what to write, when to send, to whom, how, etc. A lot. Build relationships, as you can see right now on different social media, and they first try to build some relationship, engage, and only then send an offer or an email to have a demo with someone. It's a long process. And why a person should do that if a machine can do that faster, cheaper, and even smarter? So no tool today can help you to make a sequence to each prospect, and not like as you think, as the prospect should get the sequence. with higher probability to get a demo with you. Okay,
Hmm.
so this is how it works. So actually, yes, I would say not we are not fixing the problem of the SDR, but the knowledge that SDR should have and the time that he should have to be successful. So we replace it with a machine.
Oh, okay. So with that said, I mean, you guys have been around for a little bit now. You've got a lot of experience. What types of buyers do you best serve? Like who's coming to you saying like, "Hey, I want this AI."
Right now, most of our customers and users are small businesses and up to 50 employees. I would say startups or small businesses that the founder runs the like hiring the sales agent, or it's an additional SDR for a small team. Let's say they have SDRs, let's say 3 or 4, and this is an additional SDR. One of our companies actually was about to lay off 3 of the real SDRs and replace only with ours, because we brought more results. Not because we think that we're better than people. Maybe we can with the time we can say that, but we make much more than any person. We can do much more than any person because we automate everything. And if you do more, and you will make it more precise and personalized, not only the message but the whole sequence, it will convert for a demo. And one thing, our sequence never ends. If you go to any platform and make a sequence, a sales sequence, you will finish the sequence after a month, after 2 weeks, after 3 months, or something like that. But we build a relationship with this prospect. It looks very real, but we and this is why we can make it happen.
This is going to be scary to a lot of people. uh, so, uh, are there? Do you know if there are other platforms out there that are like what you're doing, and if so, what differentiates you from those platforms?
I think right now they're growing. There are several that I track personally, and they're growing and developing. And this platforms also, what I saw, got some investment. Uh, but from what I see, we're the most advanced in this process. It's not easy at all. It's not a sequencing tool or building something. It's much more than that, and this is why it's complicated. A lot of imagine the technologies that should be behind it. It's always get feedbacks and improving from different things, like a lot of things, and yeah, it's very complicated because this is why most of our team are engineers right now.
Hmm. I'm assuming you don't hire salespeople. You don't hire SDRs.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So if you would like, could you give us a demo of your platform?
Yes. Okay. So this is the sales agent. As I said, it looks real. He looks real. He feels real, and he helps you to generate leads. Only B2B. Okay, and
Mhm.
okay. So and he's smarter, faster, and works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This sales agent don't require doesn't require any food or I don't know days off. So okay, so you can track his performance. As I said, it looks natural, it feels real, and it build meaningful connection before sending any offer. So as I said, every prospect get personalized message, but not like with your regular snippets like first name, last name, etc. But we see the previous activity on LinkedIn, for example, and then we write something. Each prospect get unique sequence, as I said, more than 80 million prospect in our database. So you don't need to bring with you the data. We have the data. As you hire someone, if you hire an SDR, you expect from him to research everything and understand and from where to get the data. So we have the data. So this agent come with everything, and he optimizes itself. And so he has its own LinkedIn that connects to your account. He's a real person, so it connects to your company. He's on LinkedIn. He comes with his own LinkedIn. He's a professional, looks professional with enough connections. He also has his own mailboxes, email accounts that don't interfere your domain. So you don't need to care about, I don't know, warm up domain. You probably know about it. It's in sales, it's very common that you need to buy a dummy domain. You don't need to do that. It comes with everything, and it fills your calendar with meetings. And yeah, this is what we do. Um, and as I said, we got a lot of information from different platforms today. It's not so hard to get the information from LinkedIn, Twitter, email, and we process everything, like, and we give the information to our sales agent. And on the other side, there will be meetings or lead generation for your business.
So
Before using
how are you? Quick question: how are you getting the images for the people? Like, these are just AI generated images? You're like creating people,
yeah.
or are these based off of real people? How is and also how is the agents like AI like you know like how is their personality determined? Like how do you craft that? How are you replacing the genuine flow of conversation with a robot?
So imagine we have a pool of kind of real SDRs, real people, and we train them. Okay, we train the accounts. Okay, it's not the real people, but we train them, and this is what happens. So imagine we have accounts and real look like real agents, and and then they can do it. Look, you can hire them. It's like hiring someone. You can hire them, and after you are hiring them, they are working only for you, only for your company. Okay, only for your company, and they're learning about your company, and they're improving. And how they learn about your company? It's easy because they know your website. They scrape your website. Not I mean AnyBiz, but let's talk about the agents. They learn about they scrape your website. They understand what you're selling. They're asking you also by chat. They're asking you what makes you different. You need to help them. You are their CEO, correct? You need to help them. So you ask them what makes. They ask you what makes you different, and you need to reply. So I'm like your business because you want to offer, correct? If you hire some
Mhm.
SDR, you give some guidance. This is our website. This is what we are doing. This is what unique about us. And please try to get leads to our business. And this is the same. You're teaching him how to do that, and that's all.
Hmm.
The same as you do for real
What's that?
person, you do to a machine. It's actually the same. It feels the same.
What's that process like from, like do you just have the machine asking you questions, or do you just,
Yeah.
input some information into a form? How long does it take to train one of these? Like, what does
Yeah,
that
so
look like?
it's immediate. It's immediate. So when you we have a list of the SDRs that you want to hire. You choose according to what is available to work for you. Okay, and then he immediately starts to work, and he asks you question, and it looks like chat. Okay, it looks exactly like chat. You're chatting with him, and he asks you like a chat GPT, but he asks you. Okay, so he asks you. What is your website of our business, for example, and then you what makes us different, who can be our prospects. You say, I don't know, CMOs in the UK up to 50 employees, etc., etc. This is how it works. And
Do do you have any sort of like human in the loop like
no,
process in there? Like, if they're like talking to someone and then it's just something that, maybe hasn't come up, will the bot be
no.
able to?
We have only a dashboard that people are monitoring if something goes wrong, but no human touch behind it. No human
Hmm.
touch. As I said, we are very the AI hype has started, I don't know, a few months ago or something like that. We already developed AI and smart things. I developed 7 years ago when I developed. I was also in the Shark Tank of Israel, and I developed an AI that decides if someone takes a picture of his moles on the skin, it decides if it's has a melanoma or not. It's a type of cancer, God forbid. So the AI is very. I'm very familiar with AI, as I said years ago. So for us to develop it, wasn't easy, but not so hard. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Cool. All right. Let's
now only the interface, and this is what we
cool.
are doing.
Cool. Let's keep going with the demo.
So before the world before AnyBiz are great tools to use, and to make sure your SDR is happy and generate leads. We see some example of them. Some of them a little bit different than the others. Some of them are adding more features. But what we did, you don't need anything else beside AnyBiz. You don't need any other tool. It's like a person, you are hiring him, and it does everything for you. Okay. So generating the message, this one of the things. Then verify the emails, the database, the outreach via multiple channels, etc., etc. And you don't need to have any knowledge, nothing. You're just hiring him, and he do everything for you. And you can hire several of them. Okay, if you want to speed up, because every sales agent has its own capabilities. Okay, you can outreach, let's say, a few thousands or a few hundreds a day. If you want to reach out to more, hire just another one and another one. And yeah, and if I go more deeply, we detect, AnyBiz detects what is the type of the response. For example, if it's a negative or positive, if he has to circle back later, if he's not interested to talk to you anymore, or a lot of detections. And this is why it helps to the sales agent to continue the conversation even afterwards. So it does everything for you. So I want to create a campaign, for example, and I want to generate leads for, let's do it for Warmy.io. Okay, and so the website of the product of your service. Okay, this is let's say this is your product, Warmy, and you want to generate leads, and immediately it detects everything about you. Okay, and already it's absorbed some data. You understand, like very quickly, because we own the database. Then it asks you if it's a SaaS. It even detects by itself if it's a SaaS, service-based agency, or any other thing. So it detects that Warmy is a SaaS. And the next question, what you are trying to get, website traffic or meetings, and that's all. Okay, so in that point, we already learned about you. The next phase, as I said, we already have the data. Because we have the data, you can choose who can be your prospects, and you can filter out them. But as I said, the sales agent, you just need to tell him, as I said, in a couple of weeks, you will just tell him, I want in a few words, I want all the CMOs in India in this kind of companies, and all the filters will be filled out. So you don't need to do anything else beside write what you want to do. But right now you are checking everything, and you can run a sanity check to see if you like the data that you see. Okay, so we have the data, and we found under these filters the job titles all around the world, 800,000 people. You can see these people, so you have the data. If you click, it will open the LinkedIn. If you want to see the website, you can click here. So as I show here, you have the data. Okay, and then in the next phase, what the SDR is going to do is to write the message, because we have the data of the prospect's LinkedIn and this email. So and his Twitter, we pull up all the previous activity from different platforms. Okay, so we take it from different platforms to understand if he just made a post or he just shared something, and this is how we going to put the message as a ready-made message, and you can use it. So let's just put an example here. In the next phase, you are going to choose your employee, which will be here. You can choose from a list of our available employees. You can get notified, you or your CEO, for example, the one that is hiring this SDR or the sales agent. You can get notified by SMS. Hey, you have a hot lead. You have or by WhatsApp. Hey, you have a hot lead. Just don't forget to connect him, and it will send you reminders. And that's all. And this is the whole workflow. With the sales agent, as I said before, everything will be filled out fast, and you just need to approve everything. and that's all. And you can launch the campaign for this SDR, and it will be optimizing. As you can see, we didn't ask how many emails to send. We didn't ask a lot of questions. It's very simple. You just launch it, and it's optimizing and give you leads by itself. You don't need to do anything. We have all the things on the backend, but right now we put it on the interface so you can use it, and that's all. And we're ready. And this is why on our website, you can see here, if I will log out, you will see here that we have an early access already, so you can test. Some of the users will have this access to play with the new interface we have, to get the feedback, and we'll launch it publicly. So as I showed, all the parts we have already. Then what we did right now, we just change the structure, and that's all. And the algorithms are ready. So this is how it's going to work.
Okay, cool. So let's just, before we end this, let's go over the cost. What is AnyBiz costing?
So our cost right now is $150 per month per agent, and that's all. You don't need to do anything. Like if you hire someone, you probably pay I don't know, salary, bonuses, you pay for other tools. It costs a lot. With AnyBiz, it's $150 per month per agent, and that's all. And you don't pay any fees. You don't no contracts, no yearly contracts, months over months. If you don't want him anymore, you just break the contract. You don't work with him anymore, and this sales agent will be available for someone else to generate leads.
Okay, awesome. I mean, that's like, $150 a month to potentially, replace an SDR. Sounds like it's worth a shot for a lot of people. I know I'd try it out. So with that said, we just got finished talking to Daniel Shnaider, CEO, co-founder of AnyBiz.io. I'd like to thank you for coming on, Daniel. This has been a great discussion. If you're interested in checking out AnyBiz, you can click on the link below. Thank you.
Thank you so much.